Okay. What's up, you guys? This is Real Talk with Reggie, and I got a good friend, a good guest, and a role model in my life. He's go by the name of Bernard. So we gonna kind of give you a little background about him and tell you about a few stories about Macon, Georgia, where he come from, and basically give y'all positive energy and positive vibes and just motivation into what help the youth. So, how you doing today, man?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. You know, it's good to be invited to such a thing, a forum such as this, because a lot of things that our community needs, especially kids, is a little guidance. And a lot of it is education. And the education is not just education in school. A lot of the stuff that our kids go through today is because of the lack of guidance. No one takes the time up with them like it was when I was young. Well, I had my grandfather, my uncles, and things of that nature. So, you know, that's pretty much what it's about. But when we speak about the kids getting educated, the parents, too, have to be educated, because a lot of the parents don't understand that they have a responsibility to the kids. The kids, the community, it's all one big ball that's intertwined with each other.
Okay.
So, you know, my background is kind of unique, I would say, because I was put in different positions, not by force, by choice. You know, along the way, I was privileged to go to school, go to college, and somewhere along the road, you know, I made a wrong turn. So part of that was me not paying attention to the education and things that I learned when I was younger.
Okay. Well, before we get to the other side, could you kind of lead up to like how it started from you going to school, playing sports and stuff, and then go into what the main topic is?
Okay. Well, you know, going through school, you know, it was like when I was young, everybody wanted to be a part of something. You know, then it was sports, band, you know, ROTC, you know, something that was positive.
Yeah.
But nowadays it ain't like that. Everybody want to be part of a gang or the video games or who outdoing who or something crazy like that. But you know, like I said before, when as long as you can make something positive, doing something positive, you're gonna get some positive return. But if you don't do nothing positive, you can't expect nothing good. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to learn the hard way. And me myself, I had to learn the hard way, even though I knew better. You know, like I said, I made a wrong turn, and one thing led to another. But even though during that process, even though I had to go through a lot of stuff during that time, I got a lot of knowledge during that time also. It gave me the chance to reflect on my upbringing. And I said, you know what, I took a bad turn. I said, well, why did I take a bad turn? It wasn't something that I was taught. It was something, you know, a lot of people say peer pressure, but I really don't believe that it's really peer pressure. Because everybody got their own mind, they're going to do it the way they want to do it. I mean, they may feel like they want to be a part of something, but they got their own mind.
True. So, the things that you went through and the things that you seen and you may seen other people seen, what, just say today you met a young man, what would you tell him regards on not to go down the wrong road?
Well, the first thing I'd tell him, be true to yourself. That would be first. You don't have to live for nobody. You don't have to do what nobody wants you to do. You got to think for yourself, because at the end of the day, it's all about you. Nothing can come before you other than the Most High.
Yes.
That's got to be first.
You right about that.
Got to be first.
Okay, so through your lifespan, you know, through the ups and downs, what kind of maintain you to keep a level head through all the darkness and even through the good? Like, what gave you the drive to like, okay, I need to change. Like, this ain't right.
Well, my family. I have a lot of people that depended on me, whether through the good and the bad. You know, when I was doing good, my family depended on me. When I was doing bad, my family still depended on me, you know, just for the, not from a materialistic point of view, but an emotional point of view. You know, when things went on, my family looked for me to be there to try to solve an issue for them, you know, or give them sound advice. Because I was the oldest great-grand, I was the oldest kid, so the oldest cousin. So that right there, there's a lot of responsibility in that, you know. And people don't look at that being a lot of responsibility, but believe me, that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, that it is. So, from the background of that, what kind of programs or anything that you doing now to prevent other kids to go down the road that you went through, or is you having any type of programs to where you talk to kids or go up to schools or anything like that?
Yeah, well, I've always been big on helping the youth, period. Even when I was doing wrong, I always wanted to help the youth because I always wanted them to have a better way. You know, to understand what it is to be, put your all into something and get something positive out of it. You know, nobody remember a thug too much.
True.
Nobody remember a thug. But as long as you're doing something, say, hey, I remember this guy, he did such for me. Or he helped me, you know, through a trying time. So one of the things that I like to do is, if it's something as simple as sports, if they may need to be trained in some sports, because I was a basketball player. So if they need to learn the proper way about doing things in that field, I help them out. If they just need to talk about some problems, I help them out. You know, so I go to schools, I talk to the kids about the importance of focusing on school, staying away from drugs, staying away from games, and staying away from TV.
Yes.
TV is a big problem because TV is not filtered. It used to be, they used to check to make sure if it was suitable for everybody to watch. Now it's just out there. It's everything on TV. And that hurt our people more than anything else.
Yes.
Because they getting that false propaganda and they run away with it. You know, you gonna get, kids don't even pull the pants up. I be like, listen, that's what they make a belt for. But they think that's part of being cool. But what you're doing, you're labeling yourself. Yeah. If anything going, oh, I remember, oh, he didn't have his pants. Okay. See, you don't need to be a target. We as people are already targets. We do not need no reason or nobody to help us be labeled. We was born labeled.
Yes, you're right about that, because just a little pick up off of me, I kind of went through the same struggle too, because see, I had my granddad and my uncle, but at the time, my uncle was in the street, my granddad died, so I ain't really have the male role model to go to, because I had my dad, but true enough, he wasn't there. They just straight honest, so I just had to kind of learn things on my own. That's when I started doing nonsense and trying to grow better. But what made me realize and do a whole 360 was my 10th grade year in high school. My coach sat me down and told me, son, you got something special. Because he seen the way how I was motivating people, even though I was doing wrong. At the same time, I didn't lead nobody on to that. Like, everybody used to come to me about whatever and we could talk about it. And then, good turned bad, I started getting good grades, helped my mom out, helped my grandma out, and I kind of made a different change. But to pick back on what you were saying, in that aspect, what would you make to get our people together? Like, how would you go about trying to get a group of individuals to come together and agree on one thing?
Well, first you have to understand this. People come together for many reasons. A lot of people gonna come to anything that they think is free. Yeah. How many people that you know off the top of your head gonna say, well, hey, we're gonna have this forum about giving out knowledge? A lot of people, it's gonna be plenty empty seats. So we have to do something to show people that we care about them. Not say, hey, we're gonna teach you this, but to show that we care about them. So you do that by involving the community, not just the kids, but the community. You be a community center. You teach them how to work computers. You teach them how to be job ready. You know, most people don't know how to fill out a job application.
True.
So we got to get them prepared for that. But at the same time, when you doing that, they'll learn something. And everybody wants to learn because they feel knowledge is power. regardless of how old, how young you are. Knowledge is power. If I can learn how to multiply upside down, guess what? I know how to do it a different way now.
It's stuck up there.
It's stuck, man. So as long as you can get a community something back, then you doing good. That's all. At the end of the day, you got to do your part to make a difference, regardless of how big or how small. It ain't got to be, I gave away $1 million. Oh wait, I gave 10 minutes of my time. I made the difference of a little kid life because I told, hey, you don't need to pick that gun up. Why not pick up a book? So the little stuff like that is what's gonna make a big difference in our community. And again, it don't just be with the kids, because again, the parents need this understanding too. Because in today's society, parents these days are having kids so daggone young, their mindset is, as long as I can get rid of the kids, I can do what I want to do. They ain't bother me, I can do what I want to do. Nah, guess what? You done did damage to 2 people, yourself and your kids. They don't have no guidance because they see that you don't have no guidance.
Yeah.
So we got to do stuff to change that. And one of the great ways that I tried to go about doing that, I created a program which is called DADS. And it's Dads Against Drugs. Now, even though it sounds like it's about just drugs, no, it's about the education about and the importance of being away and staying away from drugs. How much damage it can do to you as an individual, and how much damage it can do to our community and society as a whole. So you got to give the kids ways to say, okay, I don't need drugs to be successful. I need this computer to be successful. I need to know how to read the stocks. I need to know how to do different stuff. I need to learn how to become a doctor or a lawyer. Something that I can give back. And people say that experience is the best teacher. I don't believe that. I believe knowledge is the best teacher, because I can go out and experience doing wrong. But if I ain't figured out I'm just doing wrong and I want to stop doing wrong, guess what? I just waste a whole bunch of time doing nothing.
Yeah, that is true. So, as of right now, what do you have like for the future? Like, what do you have? Do you have anything coming up or anything scheduled?
Well, I have a couple of counties, which is Bibb County, Monticello, Jones County, Peach County, and Houston County. I got all of them in collaboration with the program that I spoke about, and part of that is I try my best now to lead by example. So if I can help a lady carry her groceries to the car or hold the door open for her, then that's what I want to do. Because in today's society, a lot of the dudes don't even bother to open the door for a lady.
Can you say that one more time?
Hey, that's
just
they
just
will
for
not,
kids
they
that's
won't do
under
it.
like 20 and older. Cause see, I was taught at an early age.
Man,
My granddad
when
came
I
to
was
tell.
5 or 6 years old. Hold the door open.
Yes.
Don't sit down at the dinner table before the lady sit down.
Yes.
That was a cardinal rule in my grandparents' house.
That's how it was in the maid's house. You had to pull the chair out, and when she sat down, push the chair in, open the door for her, close the door
how old they are. It don't have to be a person that's older than you. Any female that you come in contact with, if I'm close by, I'm gonna open that door. If a person is with me that's a female and they open the door, I am upset because that's my responsibility to open the door.
Yes.
So, you know, that's part of it. I take pride in being courteous toward people, especially females. And because if you treat females right and with respect, guess what? They're going to feel better about themselves. They're going to respect themselves more. And guess what? It's going to be like a domino effect. They're going to respect their kids. They're going to respect their household. And it carries on to the kids. And the kids going to respect the next person and the next person and the next person. Guess what? Just that little bit of respect, it goes a long daggum way. And now you done help somebody.
You really spoke some knowledge, and I hope that they grasp of the questions and the answers that you made, because you're doing something positive, and I love it, man.
Yeah,
so hopefully,
as long as I can touch one person, then I'm good. But my thing is, I don't want to touch one person. I want to touch one person every day. If I can touch a person every day, regardless of how big or how small it is, then I feel like I done did some good.
It's good, man. It's good. So, man, it's good talking to you,
Anytime. Pleasure with you.
No problem.